3 chicken fillets, a fresh sauce, and less than 30 minutes. That's all you need for the perfect dinner. Let us cut the thickest parts horizontally, keeping all the pieces uniform in size. Take your time and carefully prepare the rest of the meat in the very same way. It is time to make the marinade. We will add 1 egg to a spacious bowl and whisk it well. For the best results, it is always a good idea to use a room temperature egg. Next, we will pour in 1 glass of sparkling mineral water and mix everything thoroughly with our whisk. The carbonated bubbles in the water work wonderfully to tenderize the chicken fibers, ensuring our dish turns out incredibly soft and juicy. Next, we will add 5 tablespoons of flour to the bowl. This will help to create a beautiful and delicious golden coating on our chicken. Let us take our time and mix everything thoroughly until it is completely smooth. We want to make sure the batter is free of any lumps and has a beautiful consistency, somewhat similar to thick cream. Now it is time to add our spices. We will add half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of your favorite chicken seasoning, and half a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. I highly recommend using freshly ground pepper as it gives the dish a much richer, warmer aroma. Let us mix everything well with our whisk. Next, let us take a bunch of fragrant, fresh dill. We should remove the thicker stems first. By the way, you can save those stems to flavor your soups later. For our recipe today, we only need the tender sprigs. Let us chop them as finely as possible so they blend perfectly into our marinade. Let us add the freshly chopped dill directly into our prepared marinade. Now, taking our whisk, we will mix everything together very well. The fresh dill instantly releases its wonderful aroma, transforming our simple batter into something truly special. This little touch of green makes the chicken look and taste incredibly appetizing. Now it is time to place our perfectly sized chicken pieces right into the bowl. I will submerge them completely in this rich marinade, ensuring the meat becomes incredibly tender before we move on to cooking. With smooth movements of the spatula, I am wrapping every piece of chicken in our wonderful marinade. Just look at how beautifully the fresh herbs are distributed. Now, let us cover the bowl and leave it in the fridge for 1 to 2 hours to absorb the flavors. While our chicken rests in the fridge, let us prepare the foundation for a wonderful sauce. We will take 1 large onion and chop it into fine cubes. Since this onion will melt into our sauce, let's try to dice it as small as possible. This way, the sauce will turn out incredibly rich, smooth, and full of flavor. Taking our time with these simple steps brings so much joy to everyday cooking. The onion is perfectly chopped, so let us move over to the stove. Let us add 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil to the pan, followed by 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter. Here is a little culinary secret. The olive oil prevents the butter from burning. Now let's add our finely chopped onion to this fragrant mixture. Let us stir the onion well and give it a little time to gently fry. Meanwhile, we will not waste any time. Let's take a second pan to fry our marinated chicken. Just like before, we will add 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter to get it perfectly warm. Now we will take our pieces out of the marinade and arrange them carefully in the pan. The secret to perfectly juicy chicken is to not disturb the pieces right away. Let us just let them sizzle peacefully until a gorgeous golden crust appears. This crust will protect the delicate meat, keeping every single bite incredibly soft and flavorful. While our delicious chicken is frying and getting that perfect crust, let us prepare the next flavor layer for our sauce. We will take 4 cloves of garlic and chop them very finely. Let us share a little tip. Chopping the garlic rather than crushing it with a press will give our dish a much softer, more delicate flavor without overpowering the other ingredients. Meanwhile, our onion has reached a beautiful golden color, which means it is time to add our finely chopped garlic. Let us stir everything gently. We only need to cook the garlic for about a minute until it releases its aroma, being careful not to let it burn and turn bitter. Let us not forget about our chicken. It has developed a lovely crust, so let's carefully turn each piece. Now let's add 50 grams of fresh spinach to our golden onions and garlic. Give it a gentle stir. You will see how quickly the spinach wilts and adds a vibrant, healthy green color to our sauce base. Let us move on to our fresh vegetables. We need 2 large tomatoes for the sauce. Let's start by cutting each one in half and removing the stem base, as it can be quite firm. Then, with a sharp knife, we will gently slice them into small, bite-sized cubes. Taking our time with this step allows us to preserve all the natural juices, which will eventually melt into our sauce and create a truly rich, harmonious base for our chicken. Now that our tomatoes are nicely chopped, let's head back to the pan. Add them in and stir everything well to let all those wonderful juices start to blend. Our chicken has reached a beautiful golden brown color, and it looks absolutely perfect. Since the pieces are nicely cooked, we can now carefully remove them from the pan. I recommend placing them on a clean plate for just a moment. This allows the meat to rest, which keeps every single bite wonderfully tender and juicy. Our tomatoes have softened beautifully. So let us add 1 glass of tomato juice to the pan. Let's stir it all together well. The tomato juice will create a wonderful, rich base for our sauce, deepening the flavor of all our fresh ingredients. Now, Let's balance our flavors by adding 1 teaspoon of salt. Now let's add a pinch of freshly ground black pepper and a teaspoon of basil. Stir everything together. You can already smell how fragrant and delicious this sauce is becoming. Let everything simmer gently for a few more minutes until the texture is just right. Now we can remove it from the heat. Our flavorful base is complete. Now let's start plating our dish. Carefully place 2 golden, juicy pieces of chicken onto the plate. To complete our meal, let's add a portion of pasta. It pairs so wonderfully with this chicken, creating a comforting and filling dish that everyone is sure to love. Let's finish our plating with 2 or 3 spoonfuls of this fragrant, vibrant sauce. It adds not only color and texture, but also a depth of flavor that perfectly complements the entire dish. Just look at how beautifully everything has come together. The tender chicken, the vibrant sauce, and the pasta make the perfect, comforting meal. I hope this simple recipe brings warmth and joy to your kitchen tonight. Before we finish, let me show you the perfect texture of the chicken inside. It's cooked just right. And now, the best part, the taste test. The sauce really elevates everything to the next level. This is definitely a dish you need to try at home. Thank you for spending your time with me in the kitchen. Don't forget to subscribe for more recipes, and I will see you in the next video.